Hello, boys and girls. What a lovely sunny day. Do you know that we can get vitamin D from the sun? Yes, we can get vitamin D from the sun. And that is good for our skin. And today's lesson is all about photosynthesis. And plants also need sunlight. Okay, but before that, we will learn more about photosynthesis after listening the music.
If you want to know how a plant grows, it takes water, air and sunlight and makes cellulose. Every plant can do this fundamental process, and we can call this photosynthesis. Unlike me and you, plants need CO2, and they make oxygen that stops us turning blue. Every plant can do this fundamental process, and we can call this photosynthesis. It's a miracle how all the chlorophyll captures sunlight in the leaves of the plants and the trees. A plant of any size can do it if it tries, but we're not green, so we can't photosynthesize. Every plant can do this fundamental process, and we can call this photosynthesis. It's a miracle how all the chlorophyll captures sunlight in the leaves of the plants and the trees. Every plant can do this fundamental process, and we can call this photosynthesis. Every plant can do this fundamental process, and we can call this photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
Right, boys and girls. Do you know how plants make their own food? Have you ever wondered how plants breathe? Let's find out. Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to my garden, small garden. So these are my plants, and they are only few because I have only a small space. I can't put more plants in here. Alright, so by the way, our topic today is all about photosynthesis. So, how plants prepare their own food. Anyway, plants prepare their own food by a process called photosynthesis. Photo means light, synthesis means putting together. Basically, plants need sunlight. Okay, make sure that your plants are exposed to the sun so they can have sunlight, because sunlight gives energy to the plants. And then carbon dioxide enters the plant, and then it absorbed to the roots and transported to all parts of, or carried by a stem and transported to all parts of the plant. And then oxygen release during the night. If it were not for plants, we would have no oxygen in our air. So plants is very important to animals and to human beings, because through plants we can have fresh air. Then water and minerals. So here's a water my plant. So water and minerals from the soil absorbed through the roots of the plants, then carried through stem and transported to all parts of the plants, going from here going up. Okay, so photosynthesis takes place in the leaves of a plant. Then leaves have tiny pores called stomata. If you open it here, if you cut here, you can find stomata here. But we can only find stomata by using a microscope. So if you cut the leaves, you cannot see stomata here with our two eyes. So we need to use a microscope. Okay? So stomata is located in here. Okay, in the surface or under the part of a leaf. So which carbon dioxide enters through stomata and then released by oxygen in the air. That is the process of photosynthesis, or how plants breathe and how plants make their own food. It is through the process of photosynthesis.
The process of photosynthesis, or how plants make their own food. First, water and minerals. Water and minerals are absorbed through the roots and carried through the stem to the rest of the plant. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide enters through the stomata, an opening of the leaf's epidermis. Sunlight. Sunlight gives energy to make sugar or food. Oxygen. Oxygen is released into atmosphere or into the air. Sugar. Sugar is the plant's food. And the last one is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll making plants look green. This is the process of photosynthesis. Let's practice. Label the photosynthesis diagram with the words from the word box. Are absorbed through the roots and carried through the stem to the rest of the plant. What's that? Water and minerals. Enters through the stomata, an opening of the leaf's epidermis. What is that? Carbon dioxide. Next, gives energy to make sugar or food. Sunlight. Next, is released into atmosphere or into the air. What is that? Oxygen. Next is the plant's food. Sugar. Next, making plants look green. What's that? Chlorophyll. Great!